Hello Internet, it is time. This is game one of the final of the Arnhem Regional. Now, this is the first ever regional level tournament in Europe, so whoever wins this, gets the lovely title of being the first ever regional level champion in Europe. Also, there's the championship points on the line, but also there is a little bit of pride on the line as well, because my opponent is Kelly. He's a Canadian guy living in Ireland. Let me just say he is a very, very nice guy, but he beat me in the Manchester National last year, so I've got an axe to grind. I want to win this game. I really do want to win this game. So, the game is on stream as well. Kelly's never been in a big final like this. I don't think he's ever really had his game streamed on the internet before either, so I think he was a little bit sort of, on edge. I don't think he was, thinking at 100% like he normally would. But we've got some interesting leads here. Interesting because all four of these Pokemon are on my team, so I could have led, I could have led that basically against himself. But Terrakion is the potential problem here, because Terrakion obviously can carry Quick Guard now, and it's faster than Lightbird. It can stop a Fake Out. It can cause a few problems, but what I'm going to do is actually use Fake Out and Spore onto this Thundurus. Now, when I put my moves in and I saw that his Thundurus protected, I was really worried. I thought, wow, this turn is just going to end terribly for me. But, thankfully he just double protects. He protects with Terrakion instead. So, phew, was a little bit worried there. But because he did double protect, I get some interesting, well, I say information. I don't know, I don't know 100%, but I'm thinking that he probably doesn't have Quick Guard, else he would have gone for it that turn. If he did Quick Guard and taunt my Breloom, then it would have been pretty bad, basically. But I'm expecting his Thundurus to not be max speed, not be timid. I mean, they're usually not. They're normally bulky, so that they can last, stay around for a bit longer and do all of their paralysis and support shenanigans. So I'm expecting Lightbird to outspeed this Thundurus, and basically I can get an Encore off, which is what I do. So I Encore this Thundurus, which makes it pretty useless, and he knocks out my Lightbird here, which is fair enough. I mean, the amount of times Lightbird goes down turn 1 or turn 2, it's quite funny really, but it's done its job. I don't mind Lightbird going down at all here, because it's basically offered so much momentum. This Thundurus is his only really way of stopping my Breloom sporing everything, and it's locked down. It's useless in there now. Lightbird goes down. Terrakion normally carry, or well, I say normally, I think it's the standard item now, carry Lumberry, so I'm not going to spore it. I basically want to knock it out, so I'll Bullet Seed it. I've got Terrakion in the back as well, so I don't want a situation later in the game where I'm relying on speed tie wins to win the game as well. So that Terrakion has gone down, and basically there's nothing else to worry about it. Now, interestingly, we both send out our Megas here. I also found it quite amusing that third place and fourth place in this tournament were both using Mega Charizard, and both of these Steel Megas make it to the final. So here's the Mega Evolutions, here's the Mega Metagross, and here is my Mega Scizor. Bet you'd never never thought you'd see a Mega Scizor in a major tournament final, but here it is. And let's talk you through this turn. So here we go. So Thundurus was useless last turn. It could have stayed in to burn another Encore turn. It could have protected this turn, but I thought he needs to switch that Thundurus out. He needs to get a bit of momentum on his side. Metagross, if it is jolly max speed, it speed ties with Breloom before it Mega Evolves as well. So I thought he probably wouldn't want to risk the speed tie there with Breloom in case I did spore the Metagross. So I'm thinking he's just going to protect the Metagross, Mega Evolve it, so it definitely can outspeed both of my Pokemon next turn. So thinking that his Thundurus would come out, which it has done, I just fire a Spore off in that direction. So this turn worked out perfectly for me, because knowing now that, at the beginning of the turn, knowing that Thundurus was offering no pressure onto my side, thinking that this Metagross would protect Also, its dual stab can't, you know, hit Scizor very much anyway. I am basically free to get this Swords Dance up. So, you know, that turn worked out absolutely perfect for me. Because I got the Spore onto Hydreigon on the switch in, I know that it cannot wake up this turn. So, I have no fear of any flamethrowers or anything coming from that now. So, obviously Metagross outspeeds everything now. He goes for the Ice Punch, interestingly enough, onto my Breloom. Maybe he was hoping for a freeze, I don't know. Honestly, I was more worried about a Zen Headbutt. He probably didn't use Zen Headbutt because it can miss. But really, I was more worried about a flinch there. Because if he did flinch me, I wouldn't have been able to have got my Spore off here. There's Hydreigon taking its first sleep turn. But basically, I get this Spore off onto his Metagross. So, Metagross has already moved. It's got a guaranteed sleep turn next turn. And I use Knockoff onto this Metagross as well. I know that a +2 Knockoff doesn't one-shot Mega Metagross, so you know it would have been a bit of a waste to Spore and one-shot it. So you know I'm quite happy to know that I'm just going to take it down really, really low, and it's not as threatening anymore. Now, it's asleep. I know Metagross isn't any kind of a threat this turn. I know that Hydreigon can wake up. It's got a 1 in 3 chance of waking up. So, basically, I double target that with my priority moves. I've got my super effective Mach Punch. I've got my +2 Bullet Punch. And I knock it out. Mega Metagross makes its first sleep turn there now as well. But I'm already, you know, kind of so far ahead in the game that I'm feeling quite comfortable. You know, we are nearing the end of the game already. This next turn, it might seem like a bit of a curious move. His Metagross is trying to either Bullet Punch there or try to protect there, but again, it doesn't wake up. I do get the Mach Punch off onto this Metagross. Look at the damage there. It's got, what, about 20-25% left. I didn't actually think this Mach Punch would knock it out. You know, Metagross, Mega Metagross is a really bulky, chunky thing. I didn't think that this Mach Punch would knock it out, but it actually does, which, you know, is nice information to know. The Mach Punch knocks it out, but because I didn't think it would knock it out, I actually Bullet Punched the Metagross as well, just to make sure that it definitely did go down that turn. Instead, the Bullet Punch goes onto the Thundurus, which is fine. I've got Terrakion in the back, so you know, I've got this game absolutely sealed up. Nothing to worry about at all. Also, you know, we both get to see how much damage his Thunderbolt does to my Scizor. You know, a pitiful amount there. You know, not even a third. So my Scizor is really bulky. I know that this Thundurus is, you know, probably mostly invested into its defenses. So you know, good information going into the next game. Interestingly as well, I only needed Liepard and Breloom and Scizor to win this game. So he did not see what my 4th Pokemon was, which is fantastic for me, fantastic for a best of 3, because he doesn't know what my 4th Pokemon was, you know, to prepare for the next game. So I'm in a really good position, you know, even though this is game 1, completely separate from game 2, I'm in a good position because I've only shown him 3 Pokemon, and basically I've seen 4 of his. So, you know, that was game 1. You know, it went smoother than I thought it might have, but you know, that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. Please feel free to you know, like the video and share it and subscribe to the channel and all the rest of it, all the YouTube business. Tomorrow I will put on the final game of the tournament, the you know, game 2 of this final, and after the battle's finished, I'll probably do some kind of, like, you know, recap of the tournament, just sort of talk over the tournament and how I think things went, and you know, performance-wise and all the rest of it as well. So please, you know, tune into that. Please look forward to it. You know, go through your tomorrow thinking, wow, I can't wait to see this final game. But, you know, whatever. I hope you enjoyed this game. Thanks for watching, guys, and bye for now.